Magnus Carlsen has been the world chess champion for over 8 years, and he is undoubtedly one of, if not the best chess player in the world. But there is one player who just might be the world's next Magnus Carlsen, or even better. Abhimanyu Mishra is a 12-year-old chess prodigy from New Jersey, USA, and despite lots of challenges, he recently got the title of the world's youngest chess grandmaster in history. Now this kid is a real beast. He already holds at least 2 other records, which are America's youngest national master and the world's youngest international master. And that last one is pretty hard to get, trust me. But how has he been able to achieve all this in such a short time? How has he been able to do what he has done, and what can we learn from him? Abhi's story starts in 2011 when he was 2 years old. His parents brought him a 40-piece jigsaw puzzle, and 6 months later, he started learning how to play chess. But unlike many players, he wasn't a natural at chess when he started, and actually had a pretty hard time. But he kept working hard, and now he's a grandmaster. But why might he be better than Carlsen? Well, to start with, he's only 12, and he's already a grandmaster, so it's safe to say he has a lot of time to keep getting better and improving. Also, his mindset. When Chess24 asked him what his next goal was, he said that he wanted to be a super grandmaster by the time he was 15. And when they asked him what he likes about chess, he basically said that he likes being able to crush people without having to punch them. With an attitude like that, he will probably be trying to win, not lose. And now that we know a bit about him, let's see what we can learn from him by looking at some of his games. The game we are looking at is between Abhimanyu Mishra and Charlie Day. Abhi says it's his best game because he did lots of calculating and found variations up to 15 moves ahead. So let's take a look. d4, d5, c4, c6, knight f3, and knight f6. This opening is known as the Slav defense. Queen b3, putting some pressure on the center, and black decides to capture the pawn. Queen takes c4, bishop f5, g3 getting ready to fianchet to the white bishop, and e6 solidifying black center. Bishop g2, bishop e7, short castle from white, short castle from black, and knight e2. All pretty standard moves for this opening. Knight d7, queen b3, moving the queen before knight b6, giving black tempo. Black plays queen b6, followed by knight c4 attacking the black queen. Black moves the queen to a6. Then white plays bishop f4, finishing development, and now black plays knight d5 attacking the bishop. Abhi doesn't like this trade, so he goes for bishop d6. Black continues with bishop e4, and they trade off the bishops. Knight d6 from Abhi and bishop d5. Queen c2 moving away from the attack, and knight c8 from Shahil hoping to trade the knights. Abhi isn't interested, so he plays knight g5 instead, threatening queen h7 checkmate. Black prevents checkmate by playing knight f6, but now white can move this knight to e4 and avoid trading on c8. So black decides to capture, and white recaptures with the bishop, forcing black to trade the last bishops, leaving white with an advantage. Black now has to prevent queen h7 checkmate again because the knight defending it was traded off. So black goes for g6. Now instead of going for queen h4 like most of us would, Abhi decided to play e3 because after queen h4, h5 and g4, black has queen takes e2, which Abhi didn't like. So he decided to protect the pawn and keep his options open. Black immediately plays h6, pushing the knight and essentially stopping the whole attack on h7. But white isn't too bothered by this. Queen b5 from black, keeping his queen one move from the center and attacking the unprotected b2 pawn. White plays knight e5 and intermezzo, threatening a very dangerous knight sacrifice on g6. Black can't ignore this and plays knight e7, preventing the sacrifice. Now Abi plays queen f4, attacking the h6 pawn and moving his queen to a better square. Shahil defends with knight f5. a5 from Abi, and Shahil won't capture the b2 pawn because after rook b1, the b7 pawn is hanging and it can actually lead to a nasty checkmate in just a few moves. So he just moves his queen to a5, out of the way of more attacks, but now Abi is just in time to play the absolutely horrifying move g4. And now Black is in a bit of trouble. So instead of moving the knight and losing the h6 pawn, Black decides to attack the queen with g5, forcing White to defend before continuing the attack, which is a very good thing to do, by the way. Always make sure you extinguish your opponent's attacks before you attack, or you might run into trouble with a winning plan. But back to the game. White played queen f3, moving away from the attack, and now Black plays knight h4, attacking the white queen and moving the knight away from the attack. White goes for queen f6, continuing the attack, and now Black needs more pieces for defense. So the Black queen goes to d5, threatening checkmate on g2, while also bringing it closer to the action. White plays a simple move f3, crushing all Black's dreams, and now leaving little counterplay for Black. But Black was not yet ready to lose, and played king h6, protecting the pawn. But the problem with this is that it leaves the f7 pawn hanging, and that's exactly what Abi wanted, and captured it. And now if you look at the position, you can see that White is much better here. He has a great kingside attack, and Black is clearly defending. Black goes for knight g6 to block the attack on the h6 pawn, and now White just increases control on the center while attacking the Black queen with e4. Black can't play queen d7 as White will capture this knight and fork the Black king and queen, winning a piece and leaving Black completely lost. So Black instead plays queen b3. And at this point, both players were playing extremely, if not perfectly accurate moves. But Abi already had an advantage, so this position favored him. And after a few more moves, Black manages to get his queen to h4, trying to eliminate the white queen and hopefully stop the attack, getting back into a stable position. White accepts this trade but is immediately a pawn up. And here it looks like White is actually losing the knight, or losing an exchange after king g7. But g5 eliminates this threat because if Black captures the knight, then White can recapture this knight and get back the lost pawn in a few moves. So Black is forced to capture the pawn, allowing White a nice tactic after rook times f4, winning a pawn and getting an even bigger advantage. And after a few moves, this position was completely lost for Black, and on move 53, he resigned. That was a truly great game and I really hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like this video as a lot of work went into it, and watch this next one if you want to become a better chessbrah. Peace.